How's Demetrius? We didn't see him out there.
Yeah, he's dealing with a lower extremity. I'll let Zach handle that, but we held him out today.
You anticipate that being?
I'm going to leave that for Zach in terms of injury.
What have you seen from him throughout this camp?
I think he's had a great camp. I mean, I wouldn't trade 44 or 49 for anybody in the draft. I think both of those guys they're learning, they're growing. We're putting a lot on them, obviously. But again, I keep reminding those guys of what Logan was like as a rookie, in terms of just the learning curve and trying to expedite that, and that's what we're doing right now. But both of those guys, physical gifts, love the game, and prepare like crazy every day.
What is it that you remember about Logan as a rookie?
Just thought it was a lot. It was a lot. At that point, Logan was playing off the ball a little bit on the edge, if you guys remember, in his rookie year, and then moved around on our third down package. So very similar to what Demetrius is doing for us now. So that's a lot. So again, we got 2 weeks to kind of hone in on a game plan now and calm everything down, and that's our job as coaches, to bring their talent out. So I'm really excited to do that because of the gifts both of them have.
There's been a lot of talk about how much you guys are showing defensively so far in the preseason. How much can that affect performance?
Yeah, again, that's any blame on that. It goes absolutely on my shoulders. That's a decision that we made in conjunction with Zach, and just trying to limit anybody's purview in terms of what we're doing. So again, from that standpoint, what we have to do better in every phase of the game is we need to tackle better. We need to take the ball away. We need to be situational aware. All those little things are really what the standard is in terms of what we're trying to get done in these games, but not necessarily trying to out-scheme somebody.
Al, what have you liked about the point of attack, or what would you like to see improve about the point of attack over the 2 games?
Well, again, for me, the games are a change-up for us, to be honest with you. I'm spending all of my time evaluating based on what we see every day in practice. We just had a 51-play scrimmage, and had all of our tools at our disposal. We weren't static. So again, like I said, if there's anybody to blame in that situation, it's me, because they're very static looks, and they're very easy for the offense to scheme, and that's the choice that I made. I got to live with that, and right now just the guys are focused on getting better each day, learning our system, and then obviously transitioning to Cleveland here pretty quickly.
What do you think of the leadership that stepped up kind of on the defensive side here?
Well, I mean, I'm excited about it. BJ was kind of out there for the first time, really. Today, we need BJ's leadership for sure. Joseph Osai has been great. I give a lot of credit to the young linebackers. They've done a great job. Oren Burks has done an awesome job. Fig is a leader for us. Dax has really, done a great job. So we're getting it at a number of different levels right now. And again, we'll get through this Saturday. We'll kind of regroup, make our selections, and then build towards the opener.
What gives you the biggest confidence that this group will be better than it has been maybe in the game?
Just what I see every day in practice. Again, what I just saw on the field and playing, move the ball. Like, our ones were out there. I don't know. You guys probably have a count. If you do, help me out. But I'm guessing our ones were out there. I'm sweating like Ted Stryker here, guys. Can someone do something about the heat here?
Great rep.
Our ones probably did 35 plays, right? What did our ones play the other day? 8 plays or whatever. So I'm excited to go upstairs and look at every situation. Ben, it was short yardage, it was low red, it was third down, it was get back on track, it was everything. So we had a chance to really call it, and I'm excited to go up there and get these guys a chance to watch the film and learn from it.
Shamar has shown a little bit here in the first couple of weeks.
Yep.
What's your evaluation of him?
Same thing, man. I love all 3 of those guys. They're first of all, they're great kids, and they're giving us everything they can. But the opener is set, the date is set. So we as coaches have to do everything that at our disposal to get them ready to go, and we have to get their talent in the game because they can change the game with their range, with their physicalness, with their attributes. So, but I really like the young man, and we just got to keep going and make it quiet for him. I know you guys keep hearing me say that, but when they're rookies, man, you just want them to play fast and have a quiet mind.
How has it been having Trey here? Obviously, he's not participating in practice, but he's been around and talking to the young guys.
Yeah, Trey's been great. Trey's been a leader. Trey's been unselfish during this whole time. he's communicating to everybody. He's really trying to be a role model for the young guys and really give everything he can in terms of teaching them. So he's been great. It's part of the business. It's unfortunate, but I'd love the opportunity to coach him, obviously, and so we'll see how it plays out. But again, that side of it is just, it's an unfortunate part of the business.
From a football standpoint, obviously, he's going to say, "Oh, I'm ready to go." Whenever that happens and the business side happens, how do you approach that coaching-wise? Getting him on the is it plug and play for a guy like that who's been there, done that?
I hope so. I think obviously his play, his resume, warrants that, and he's working on his conditioning with Joey and the staff, and he's doing a great job with the playbook and everything. And obviously, if we can get him out there, we can transition him onto the field, fairly quickly, given his expertise and experience.
When you were looking at adding to the roster this year, what's the biggest attribute that you maybe wanted to bring to the defensive side of the
Man, I think we got a lot of smart guys. I'm going to tell you right now. Just again, I think D. Knight, Barrett, OB, those guys really bring intelligence there. Like when you think about the back end guys and the way Chuck and Jordan coach them, you got Gino, Jordan. Those guys do a great job running it, and that rubs off on the other guys at their positions. So I think from that standpoint, we wanted a bunch of smart guys, tough guys, self-starters. We got a lot of leaders, a lot of captains from their respective universities or prior teams, and all that. We think that's the recipe that we need.
Smart out of the past today, and he's done that a lot.
Yep.
Does he have a knack for it?
Yeah.
And is that a big deal?
Again, it's ball disruption is a learned skill. It's not easy, and you have to work on it constantly. You see us out there, you're always laughing at our guys doing the drills, Dan. But like to me, it's like those plays change games. The trajectory of that ball, if it was 10 feet to the left, that's our ball, and now we're giving it back to our offense. And that's the way we have to approach it. Every opportunity to disrupt the ball is an opportunity to give the ball back to our offense, and that's what we're in the business of doing.
I know you haven't been here the last 2 years since they drafted him, but I know you said you went back and watched all of the tape from last year. When you talk to Chuck and DJ himself, the thing you say is he wants to be more consistent outside at corner. From what you've seen so far in training camp with him, what does more consistent look like for DJ?
Yeah, I think he has. I think he's a better all-around player right now. He's great, on the long ball and the ball outside the red line, as we say. But what I think he's gotten better at is the intermediate routes, the back shoulder routes. I loved his red zone one-on-ones the last time we did them. So I think he's improved in a lot of areas, and I think that's really a function of that room. I could say the same about Marco Wilson, and there's a number of guys in that room that I could say really have done a great job improving.
Have you been able to see the traits that made him a second-round pick?
Oh yeah, no, he can go now. I think you guys referenced an over route, a couple weeks ago in the indoor, just where he is, he's stride for stride with Chase across the field and undercuts it and makes a great play, and that to me is an area of improvement for him. It's the ability to stay on some of those in cuts or some of those routes that go in and out, and I think he's done that.
It's felt like, at least from my perspective, a lot of the highlights that came from the defense have been corners in one-on-one matchups. Would you agree with that? And are you kind of looking for chances to get those corners?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Obviously, a lot of it has to do with, when you get a win against the guys on the other side, it's news, you know what I mean? So, and I think our guys have rose to the challenge there, and it's every day. It's every day, and it impacts you. You have to be at a really, really high level every day, or you give up a play. You get exposed between Joe and what they have going on offense. So there's a lot of different facets of it. You guys that are here every day, it's not just 1 and 5. It's Yoshi. It's 30 out of the backfield. It's Jaceki and Noah now. So you have matchup issues. It causes you to do a lot of different things, and O-line's doing a good job giving him protection, and when Joe has time, it's a challenge. So I'm not surprised that those guys, when they do make those plays down the field, are on the Twitter feed or whatever, because those are big plays against really good athletes.
When the defense has extended the offensive drives like they did today, what are you looking to see as those drives get longer for the offense, as your defense on the field longer? What do you want to see from them?
Well, first of all, that's a credit to the defense, to do that. Not to give up explosives today, and in 51 plays, I think it was 1 touchdown. So again, they're fighting their tails off. The next phase for us, Ben, is that all right now. If you're going to play like that today, then we need a 4th down stop. We need a red zone stop. We need a takeaway. A batted ball, as we said earlier, can change the game. So any one of those plays can change the game. But we just have to be patient. Everybody do their job every play and play with energy and have fun. And I sensed that out there today. I sensed the guys that were really having fun playing and competing against a really good offense.
It's appeared Trey's been super engaged at practice. What can you share just behind the scenes, meeting rooms,
Same.
what he's brought?
Same. He's been great. He really has. And again, it's part of our business. So it's always difficult for coaches to talk about it, because obviously we're supportive of both sides. But they have to. They have to obviously come to a conclusion. But he has done everything that we've asked and more. And he doesn't want to be a distraction. I know that's important to him, and he hasn't been. And we're very appreciative that he's given us, this opportunity to work without that. And I'm grateful personally.
Quietly, do you have a practical deadline in the back of your head in terms of how much he would have to
I don't.
go?
And I don't want to pass the buck on that. But, I'm coaching the guys that are here, that are in front of me. And that's my job, because that's a reality of our business. That, look, we haven't had the same 2 lineups for 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight right now. So forget about during the season. So, but hopefully we'll get BJ back. We'll get DJ back. We got Gino back today. Hopefully we'll get who else am I missing here?
Night now.
Miles, thank you. I was thinking of Miles. So and now Knight. Yeah. So anyway, we'd like to get everybody out there and really go through how we're going to operate on game day. That'll help us.
Some part of playing defense is read and react, make a play, the physical side of it. But when you get the full playbook in, when you've got the full scheme in, how is that advantageous to your defense, and how is that most advantageous to you all when you do get the whole playbook?
Yeah, I think right now that's where we're at. So that's what's exciting about these last 2 days. We're dealing with some concepts that teams run across the league that maybe our offense doesn't run, and that's kind of where we're at with the playbook. We're done with the playbook now. Now we're settling in, and to me that's fun, because I saw it today. I gave them a good run at the whole call sheet, and they responded with very few errors. So I think that's important. But that's kind of where we're at right now, and it's time to do that. It's time to just settle in and get those guys to play fast. I'm not really a read-react kind of guy, and especially with my linebacker background, I'm a stimulus response. If you're trying to diagnose the actual play, you're going to be late. So read your keys and go. And play fast, play violent, and play with velocity.
What